Are you too blind?
Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes, and joining me tonight, there's only two of the guys are here. First off, we got Scott Swiftwater Tony's with us, and the Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton. What's going on, guys? Rich Cooley's out hunting. And
yeah.
The shed is on the road somewhere. That's all I got.
I got in from working in the pit today.
You was at the pit?
At the pit.
Actually, I didn't know how much runtime we were actually going to get in today because the area that we've been working, you know, we started getting into the great big PVC pipe, and the guy that's actually leasing the property off of Dustin's uncle that started, you know, running gravels and sand out of there again, told us that if we get all that pipe out of there, and he's got a pile on the back of the property and get it put back there, that he would move any and all the material we wanted in that area and would get it, actually pile it up for us in a great big pile somewhere on the back of the property, because they're getting closer and closer and closer right to where we're working. And they're not touching our material because, you know, it was part of the agreement when they come in. Dustin roped it off, and they're going to actually get it, move it for us, and get it in a big old pile. So we got all the pipe moved for them today, and we probably had, I don't know, maybe a couple of 3 hours, and all I can say is something new getting ready to hit the market. Something new getting ready to hit the market, and it'll be played on commercials here on Prospector Radio. Something that I've been running and doing a lot of testing the last 5 months, and you know.
Wait a minute, we got commercials?
Occasionally.
Yeah, but you know, I didn't reinvent the wheel like we were talking pregame. It wasn't that I was reinventing the wheel. Basically, I'm just making life a lot easier.
Right, I'm with you.
And it has to do with the gold cube.
Okay.
It fits right on top of the slick plate, and it will catch your black sands before they go down into your mats. And anybody knows that watching my videos, they know that I hate panning.
Wow.
It's mainly because of the black sands, and I just eliminated a lot of that. Mm-hmm. So it's new, and it's cool. It's going to be an exclusive product. It's made by Magnetrap, but it's an exclusive product. That the only place you're going to get it is right here.
Right here from Dennis Dayton.
Right here, yep. You will not find it anywhere else, but right here.
So when we expecting to see a video on this fantastic new piece of machinery?
Well, I will after the show. I've got a lot of stuff to do, but I go into work tonight at midnight, and I'm going to start editing, and it'll be up before you wake up in the morning, Scott.
I wake up at 5, so
you're 3 hours behind me. I got plenty of time.
I know.
I got plenty of time.
Mock Dennis time. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, is this video going to Rumble?
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to Rumble.
And then it'll go to YouTube.
Yeah, it'll go to YouTube, but it goes to Rumble. So it's really cool. Like I said, not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm just making life a whole lot easier.
Okay.
Well, I'll be looking for it.
Yeah.
It's good, man. I put a lot of time.
Yeah. A lot of hours.
Actually, yeah, a lot of time.
That's what it's about, right?
Yep.
For any product, it's all about testing.
Yeah. And testing, I did it, and I showed it on the video. The proof's in the pudding. You know, just wait till you see it. It's gonna be it's an eye opener.
Proof is in the pudding.
Proof is in the pudding.
The mustard is off the hot dog.
Yeah. Mustard's off the hot dog.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, well, check it out. That'd be pretty cool. Something to be looking out for. Just in
What
time.
is there? What's the name? Can you say the name?
Yeah, it's called the. I told you the name. I'm gonna see if you remember what I told you.
What, you want me to say it?
Yeah, I told you pregame. I'm gonna see if you paid attention.
I thought you said something like the Viper.
The Viper, yes.
Okay.
Viper by Magnetrap.
Oh, wait a minute. Ain't Viper already used?
That's what I was giving him a chance to like rethink about that name, but I think it
I
is.
don't know what is the name Viper used on.
Old Hog has a Viper.
Yeah.
Remember? Think about it. Don't they have a Viper high banker dealio?
I believe
It's
so.
not a high banker. This is just it's a Viper by Magnetrap.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying. That just hit me too. I was like, oh, you sure you want to use that name? Okay.
I'm pretty sure I like that.
All right. Well, if you like it.
Take a
Good enough.
wipe that black sand right out of there,
Just like a Viper.
just like a Viper.
Just like a Viper.
Like a Viper, Scott.
Killing me.
Woodpecker.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. It's something different. Something out there.
Well, like I said, we'll see it. We'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, Dennis went out. Did you go out, Scott, and finish any more diggings?
Actually, I had the guy that was supposed to buy my claim show up yesterday. So I didn't dig yesterday. And then today I took him out there and showed him everything and told him, pretty much, I don't care where you go. Just, if you get on, tell me what you're finding. And I don't know. He's not.
You just needed a place to go prospect.
I think that's, yeah. I mean, it's not like he needs a place to go prospect, but I'm just thinking he's got the equipment. I seen his stuff. He went about a 191. So I know he don't know how to use it yet, but I know he's interested in doing something.
Hmm?
But he's just, I want to say, I get the feeling like he's kind of just a beginner or a noob. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't know. But like I said, I showed him what I thought where he should dig at because I've already tested it all down there. And he was asking about the middle of the creek and stuff like that. And I was like, it's 10 feet of sand you got to move just to get to where the gold is. So, but I don't know. We'll just see what he does. Let him do his own thing and let him figure it out. Because, I got a thing. If a gold miner's telling you on the claim where to dig for it, kind of, sometimes it could be funny, in case they seeded it or salted it, whatever you want to call it.
All right.
But I'm not salting anything. I'm not throwing my gold back out in the dirt. If you want to dig, you can dig. But I can tell you I just tell him where the old channels were. And then I tested, like I said, day before yesterday or Wednesday, I actually tested with the puffer. And I backed down on my claim 1 this time. And I used my little puffer to do a test on some it's a 40-foot high bench because of where the creek used to be. And it's just, you could just see the rock levels and the different flood zones in it and everything like that. Well, I went up there and ran, I think, about 2 buckets.
Right.
And that's not a classified bucket. That's just 2 buckets with the rocks and everything like that. And I got back home and there's probably about 20, 25 colors in the pan. I'm like, okay, now you're talking to me. Now you're telling me, okay, this is something that could be really potentially big.
Now, did you get video of it?
Not yet.
Oh my gosh.
Now,
I'll take a video when I'll take video when I'm working it. I gotta move over here. The sun's in me. I'll take a video when I start working it.
Okay.
Like I'll be running the 151 or something down there.
Uh-huh. So you were
It's being bright.
just testing with the puffer.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I took it down there and was testing with it. Yeah, that's a little better. Well, like I said, I went down there and was testing with it, and it did, like I said, did just the same thing it did first time. Worked really good. But
Right.
I said, it was just funny. You're walking up with a shovel and this light dry washer. one time up and you got everything there ready to go. You set up 5 minutes, run your 2 buckets, fold it back up and go home and pan it.
Right.
So it's like I said, I still like that little thing. It's pretty good. But now it's time to bring the big boy over, old 151, and start moving some serious dirt. So I think tomorrow will be Monday. We have been, actually, it was like cool this morning. It was in the low 70s, and it didn't get really warm until 1 o'clock. So tomorrow I might be able to pull 25, 40 buckets out of that.
You should be able to.
And not to mention, though, when it comes to the dirt, it gets down a little lower. There's actually probably about 2 foot off the ground. There's a bedrock ledge that goes into it.
Right.
And we all know that gold can't go through bedrock.
Right.
So there's a big possibility, maybe picking up some really old chunkies.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, there's 40 foot of sediment in that wall. So, and it's got river rock levels through it all the way down.
Mhm.
So that's a long time for that river to be running over that, but it slowly depletes because it runs in an angle where the creek went down and moved over where it's at now. But I'm thinking there's got to be good gold probably all the way through it, all the way through the whole thing.
You might be onto something.
Which it'll be fantastic because it's not hard to get to. Like if there's water flowing, I could probably still walk with a pair of waders and get down to that claim. The other 2 claims will be a little harder, a little deeper sections to cross. But I think I can still get down on claim 1 pretty easy, even if the water's flowing down there. So
right.
Get my stuff, if I know the rain's coming, I'll get my stuff stashed down there and everything like that. And then, when it rains, go down there and just try to walk down there and worm my way to the dry washer, the high banker and stuff like that, and go to town on it.
All right. Well, there you go.
I thought about dry land dredging, but man, it's just like, that's a lot of stuff to take down there. It's 2 motors. You got the high bank, which that's another thing. I don't know if I want to dry land dredge this year or if I actually, because, Sam from H&B Mining, H&B Mining actually sent me the dry wash sprayers and the Grizzly bar, and I haven't even used them yet.
Okay.
So, and it's got a gnarly, the Grizzly's just gnarly. It'll take some serious beating. It's pretty bad, bad A. It's pretty good. But I might just continue shoveling into it instead of doing the dry land dredging way. So it's a little more work, but you're still moving the rocks.
Right. At least for now, right?
Yeah, at least for now.
Please see.
Like I said, it takes a lot. You get 2 motors down there, all your hoses. You got your fire hoses down there. You got your dredge nozzles down there and everything. And then you got to lock everything up just in case somebody finds it.
Nah.
And me, I always lock. If I could get the gas can locked on it with buckets locked on it, I lock everything together because the more stuff it's locked together, the harder it is going to be to move, even with 2 people.
Well, sure. Yeah. Put a big enough chain on there.
Oh yeah.
They got to cut for hours.
But that's just where I'm going with it. I'm like I said, I'm going to try to, maybe I might make a video tomorrow of where I'm going. But like I said, tomorrow I got to move everything, probably not quite a half mile. I'd say a little bit shorter than a half mile, maybe 1/8 mile from where it's at now. Distance wise on the claims, you got to come back all the way around and come over.
Mm-hmm.
So
you got to move your dry washer.
Yeah, I got to move that stuff again. And then I still got a canopy and my canopy and a big classifier setting up there too. And I'd like to have the classifier down there. So that's going to take, I'm looking at about 2 hours in the morning to get everything moved over there. And then you got to start, picking it out and classifying it. I might not even get anything ran yesterday or ran tomorrow.
Right.
It just might be classifying up, give me 40 buckets to run, and I can go down there next morning and kick back in a chair, and when it gets empty, pour another bucket in it, sit there and watch it slowly go dance through the hourglass again. Run it nice, low and slow. Well, like I said, if you take all the rocks out of a bucket, you're more or less getting anywhere from 2 to 2.5 buckets per bucket now, or maybe more, depending on how rocky it is.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get 50 buckets and it's classified down into 1/4 inch, I'm thinking you're probably almost looking at maybe 200 buckets that you probably would have actually ran without the rocks. It makes a whole big difference because there's not a lot of space in there. It's getting wasted.
Right.
So that's you get 50 buckets down there, you're going to have anywhere, I'd say 100 100, 150 actual buckets in just those 50 buckets because there's no big rocks.
I got you. So that's your goal, 50 buckets a day?
Yeah, that's like when I go down there and if I can stay past 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, it'll be awesome.
Right.
But that's what we're working on.
Okay, cool.
But it's going to be rough.
I see. Interesting.
You got this quack with 3 Manny. He's got a Pepsi.
Where is Manny, Scott?
Oh my gosh, he's in the back room somewhere.
Why is he always in the back room?
Well, because I'm sitting outside today.
Huh? Why is he
Sitting outside.
in the back room?
That's hilarious.
I was going to ask you, Scott. I had a question for you.
I am Manny. I am Scott. Scott Swiftwater's mining partner.
Oh my gosh.
Where are you from, Manny? I am from a village in France.
He's from somewhere.
You like my mustache?
That is funny.
Scott promised me lots of gold.
Promised himself a lot of gold. He's still looking for it.
So far, we've not found any. I say we should have Manny on as a guest one night.
Yeah,
No,
I concur.
right?
Yeah.
Scott, could you
All this stuff is all fun and games, but it's easy for you guys to say that because you ain't got Manny.
can you set it up for us, Scott? We'd like Manny to be a guest.
Sure, give you a conference call with it.
Yeah, I mean, just put him on. We'll call Manny and we'll get him on the show like we always do. And
You know he doesn't talk, right?
I know I beg to differ.
Been around Manny quite some time, and he doesn't say much of anything.
He's got a lot to say. Yeah,
You know, I'm really surprised Manny hasn't called in yet.
I know. You know, I think Scott hides his phone or something. You know,
Of course.
or won't re-up his minutes or something.
Yeah, I mean, really. I was hoping Manny would have called in by now, you know.
I
You never know. He might call in tonight.
sometimes
You
worry.
never know.
I sometimes worry. I kind of picture Manny duct taped to a chair in the back of Scott's camp. I have all these weird visions. So
He's in the back room. He's in the back room laying on a double cot.
arms taped to the frame.
He's always tired when you guys call.
It's just not normal for him to be that tired.
Right? Well, that's what happens when you work.
He ain't working.
How do you know?
You said he don't ever go with you. He's just laying around there chilling. Look at him. Find some gold. Look at him. He looks like a gold finding machine, Scott.
Right.
Look, I will find all the gold you need, Scott. Take me to the cliff.
You don't even look like that anyway. That one's got a mustache on him.
Yours had a mustache.
Well, not quite like that. He looks like I don't know.
The same man again. It's a picture from their website. Maybe they upgraded his mustache.
Well, I mean, look at his mustache. It goes like up his nose. I've never seen anybody's mustache go. My mustache don't go up my nose. It goes right straight across.
It's French.
Must be one of those fancy stashes. I'm telling you what.
Look at that curve. Look at that curve to it. It looks like upside down eyebrows.
That's what I was. I didn't want to say that, but yeah, it pretty much does. Looks like somebody just put a fake one on there and painted it up. You know.
There he is. There's Manny. He wanted to come and pop in. He asked if I'd put his picture up. I'm like, yeah, sure.
And then that one even looks like he's got hair.
Looks like he got it. Well, yours got hair too, don't it?
Mine's bald as a fritter.
Bald as a fritter?
Yeah.
You know, I think Manny should call in, you know, give us an update on how Scott's been treating him and stuff, you know.
Right. And just let us know he's okay, that, you know, that he's not.
Right, I'm hearing you.
He's not being held against his will. Right, Scott?
That's too funny.
We never see him no more. You just had him on there on the couch that last time we seen him. That's been weeks.
Well, that's been last time I was inside. I mean, it's Now it's nice out here.
Huh? I'm sure Manny would like to be sitting out there enjoying it with you.
I don't think he would.
Was Scott.
Just see the neighbors. There he is out there sitting on that dang mannequin again.
Oh, see, that's why you won't do it. You're afraid of what the neighbors might think.
I'm afraid of what anybody thinks even driving by if you set a mannequin on your front porch. You look like you're flipping out of your wig in the first place. No.
Exactly. You won't have to worry about nobody ever coming around there bothering you.
Well, I don't need that kind of attention.
It could be good attention, Scott. You might wind up on some TV show or something. You know?
Oh, yeah. Right. No, I wouldn't be.
You might, just saying.
If I remember on TV, I want it to be for what I know, gold.
You're looking at gold right there. Look at that face. That is gold, Scott.
You know what else is gold? Gold prices. You're never going to believe it today, folks. Gold has dropped $9.90. So to me, that's $10.
$9.90.
Yep. So the bid right now is $18.99 and the ask is $1,900. So it's still $1,900. Not went below there, so that's pretty good.
Okay.
We got silver, took a little bit at something. Something happened today because everything got hit pretty good. Not really hard, but everything got hit. Silver's coming in at the bid's going to be $24.17 and $24.27 is the asking price for it. It went down 0.16. At least it wasn't over $1, so it's still $24. Not bad.
Right.
We got the old platinum coming in at minus $1 at $8.57 is going to be the bid, and the ask is going to be $8.67. That's actually went down to 12%, which gold 52, but still that's pretty darn good. Where's it? Palladium. I would say what you want to say it. They took a hit of $40 today. And they went down to $2,209, and then your ask is $2,359. That's a pretty good hit. $40 in one day. That's a nice hit.
Right.
And then once again, I still have rhodium as hunch has not changed. I don't know why it is. I don't know why the rhodium price hasn't changed.
Kind of weird. It hasn't changed, right?
Yeah, mine says right now it's $12,800, but it's had to have changed somehow.
I'm seeing 13.4.
See, that's what I'm thinking. That it's not. I got all the metals, but the rhodium it doesn't change.
Right.
But it says it's this was as 10/16. Okay, so this was on the 16th. So hang on a second here. I'm going to say, hang on a minute. Not.
This is
What are
right.
we doing, Scott?
I'm thinking that the prices were wrong that I just read.
Try not to leave any dead airspace there. For about 7 seconds, it kicks in there.
Well, you could say something if you want. I'm just checking on. No, that's not it. I used to have a great precious metals site that I used to go to all the time, and now,
Right.
I can't find it.
You can't find rhodium.
I got 13.4 for rhodium. Maybe your rhodium price just isn't updating.
13,400.
Yeah.
It went up then 100, didn't it?
Well,
Pretty good. If it went that
on Wednesday.
It went what?
I can't remember what it was on Wednesday.
I thought it was 13.3.
Might have been. So now it's 13.4. So she had $100 jump, which is awesome.
Or at least that's what I thought it was, if I remember right. 13.3, I thought.
Might have been.
Okay. I was wrong on the prices. Everything today is in the green, not the red. I was gonna say because it was giving me a thing from back on the 16th. I'm like, that's 2 days ago. That's not right.
Do over. We got to do over.
But you're okay because it's still around. Okay, gold's 1907. Silver's actually 24. Platinum's 876, and palladium's still 2,364. And I do not have a rhodium on this particular one, but these are accurate.
Okay.
So we are in the green today on all the precious metals.
Nice.
But the rhodium I don't get.
Now, did you guys hear about that boat accident up in Nome?
No.
Oh, the dredger, the ones that turned over.
I guess
I seen something about it, but I didn't catch what it was.
I guess they still haven't found two of the people. So
What?
Yeah.
Good. They probably didn't make it.
Bering Sea, buddy.
Yep. I guess they were out at the bluff. Or something's what I heard. So I don't know.
I mean, that's right there. You can see them from shore, right?
I don't know. I just know there's no place you can put in around there where they was at trying to come in from or whatever. So
No, we seen that on the shows.
yeah. So I don't. You probably got to think the worst because it's been.
So the boat was it one of the big ones turned over or what?
No,
Look that big.
it looked like it looked like a floating dredge that they tried to paddle around there that I seen.
Yeah, it looked small. What I seen too didn't look like huge.
Right.
Yeah.
Or it looked like a 2-person boat.
Well, I think one of them make it and two didn't or something.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't get the chance to read the story, but man, even if you were like at the Bering Sea, even right now, if you are 200, 300 yards or 300 yards off of the shore, you would cramp up before you got back to even.
Oh yeah, it's so cold.
Yeah. That cold water would just beat you up in about 10 seconds.
We just, let's be sure to keep them in our prayers and hopefully, I mean, there's always a chance they made it to shore. So
yeah, hopefully
we'll see what we find out here in the next couple of days. So
that's right.
And that's what that wall they put out there, right? What do they call that?
I don't know.
But isn't there like
you talking about the jetties?
No, it's almost like a wall they built, and it's like where all the boats and stuff come in. Like when the waters are really bad, it's like not bad inside because they built that.
It's like a harbor, like boats from.
They call them jetties.
A jetty or a yeti?
Jetty. The J.
Is it? But is it pronounced with a Y?
Yeah, maybe an I. I don't know.
Jetty? Is it really a jetty?
Yeah. There should be two of them. They call it the pass. 2 jetties go out so it breaks the waves up.
Yeah, it's real common when they get inside of it. Even when the waters are, they got big waves crashing. When you get inside there, it's like it's really calm.
You're definitely protected. Yeah. Okay, they did say one got into a life raft.
Well,
the other 2 did. So
well, if they had a life raft, it had to be a boat of some sort.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, I'm sure there'll be more to come, in the days ahead. So
I seen a half where the water was halfway through it and all the hoses hanging, and I couldn't quite tell what it was.
Okay.
So,
see, Gold Rush starts next Friday.
I know, right? Did you see it this Friday?
Oak Island starts in like 2 weeks.
I know. Did you? And Oak Island sure has given us some big old teasers. Something big gold. I don't know if it was a coin or.
They're going to show us that on the last episode again.
Yep.
But I tell you what, they gave you some big teasers out there. Some of the,
We'll have to see. That'll be cool. I'm ready for some Oak Island.
Me too.
Oak Island.
I think I'm more ready for that than Gold Rush. I'm sorry to say, but
heck no.
No, seriously.
I'm ready for Gold Rush to come on back.
I know, but I am too.
We just found out they would just post it on there was a 32-foot fishing boat converted to a dredge.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a big boat. If it tipped over, that's a big. Them waves must have been really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good sized boat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Must have got real.
32 feet. That was
32 feet. It's pretty long.
It's a pretty big boat.
I'm just thinking that would probably be about the size of Vernon's boat, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah, at least.
Somewhere around in that same area.
But yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty close, Scott. I bet you. Yeah. I don't know.
Like I said, to have an extra lifeboat, stuff like that, it had to be a boat.
Yeah. But it was probably so rough that only one of them was able to get into it. I don't know. Right. We weren't there. So it's crazy. And just hopefully they made it to shore.
True enough.
But I'm looking forward to Oak Island and.
Yep, me too.
Actually, the new Gold Rush too. It's kind of, I really didn't watch it much last year because I've lost a lot of interest. But this year, I guess Rick Ness, since he broke off from Parker, I guess he got in some nice chunky gold this year. Everybody, I guess, did pretty good. So it's actually kind of, I'll probably start watching some of it to see how it goes. I mean, it's.
Well, this last Friday they had some teasers on the show. It's Friday.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch that. I just have been watching the commercials, and I guess this year's was a really good year for all of them.
So
you could probably find that episode on YouTube already. So
it's supposed to be the richest season.
Yeah, something like that. So
that's probably because gold prices are up to 1,900.
yeah, well, that too. That helps. That helps.
You ain't joking. From 1,300 to 19, that's a big jump.
Yeah, it definitely make it the richest season so far.
Oh yeah.
I look forward to seeing how they do and what.
Oh yeah, me too.
How they're
I
doing.
want to see what all those guys did with the water permits and all that crap that they couldn't get.
Yeah.
Last year, I hope they done. Man, yeah.
Yeah, but I am looking forward to Oak Island. Oak Island's just got a little more storyline to it.
No, Ogre, you did not miss me singing birthday songs yet. It's coming up. It's coming up when we get done chatting here.
Did not miss it.
Yeah, miss it? Really?
You gotta let them miss that.
Hey, by the way, our person of the week this week is going to be Vandal.
You should have waited till the end.
I'm not gonna wait for the end.
And what
I'm going to call out Vandal for a beautiful piece of chunky gold on that penny. He's got the pictures actually posted on Gold Prospectors Space.
That one.
As we speak. Oh yeah, it's a nice piece.
It was.
I mean, it's a clinker.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could call it a nug, but it's definitely a good size clinker.
You don't think that's quite a nugget?
Meh. I mean, if it was the size of the penny, I would say that's probably that's a nugget.
The size of the penny.
Yeah, but it's like I said, the way I look at it, it just looked like a really nice clinker.
Well, all right, we'll go with clinker, but to me, it's looked like a nugget. That's a nugget all day.
Clinket nugget.
It's clinker.
If it makes any noise, Scott, it's a nugget.
That's a nugget. Listen to you. We call them clinkers out here.
I call it a nugget. Yeah, that's for sure. You got to realize where I'm prospecting at. So,
well, that's true. I guess where you are, it would be a nugget.
Yeah, monster nugget. It'd be like, look at the size of this son of a gun.
Yeah, that would be I guess if you're right. If you're
Tim, we can just give him a teaser, and all we can just wait till next year and wait till you see some of the gold we'll be getting.
That's right. Me and Dennis have.
That's all we're gonna say.
I don't want to wait till next year. I want the gold now.
You gotta wait till next year.
Oh no, this is something coming up that we're just starting to get planning in the works.
Gold Rush, Tim and Dennis.
Yeah, big gold rush, baby.
They'll give us our own show after this.
Oh, I'm telling you.
God, don't look like that. Huh? Don't you have confidence, Scott?
I was just sitting here thinking I could make my own Gold Rush shows.
So can me and Dennis.
Oh yeah.
Well, like if we had 5 or 6 people that could get in with it, and then they send their footage at the end of the week to one guy that could just edit it and make a show out of it.
You should. That's a good idea, Scott.
It'd be pretty easy.
I always said that this show would be a good TV show.
Yeah.
I
mean, yeah, get it, put it together and upload it on Gold Prospector Space YouTube channel.
Right.
Oh, dude, one more quick thing. I found out. I heard somebody found Jeff Williams' treasure.
Oh, get out of here!
Yeah.
Oh, is that who he was feeding dinner to?
I don't know who he was feeding dinner to.
The 2 guys found that treasure, but did you see the treasure chest that he's going to be burying
the next
for next year? Holy cows, guys!
See that?
I cannot believe, and there's I bet there's over $100,000 worth of silver.
Really?
It's unreal. That treasure chest is plumb full of Morgans, silver bars. I mean, it's full. You can't literally. It would take 2 people to lift that box.
Huh.
Let's start getting in on these.
And send me the directions, please,
I
Jeff.
tell you what. We need to get Jeff on because he's making the hunt harder and harder. I mean, look how long it took to find this.
If somebody found it, we need to get him on so he could tell us about it. You know?
Yeah, and I promise you this much: next year, one he's going to be even harder to find.
Good. Well, this one wasn't easy. Excuse me.
No, this one took longer than any of the other ones. And Jeff did a good job.
He did.
So
nice job.
Yeah, well, that's what it takes. You got to make it hard.
Congrats on the find.
Find out who won it and get in the show.
Yeah, true. Right. It'd be nice to get them on too.
Like I said, I didn't hear their names, but I seen a video where Jeff and them was at a restaurant and they were talking about what do you got? What do you got? But I didn't catch their names.
Oh, I didn't see that one. No, I did not see that one.
I mean, I'm sure like Dennis could probably call Jeff or get a hold of him and say, hey, what was the guy's names? And you got their number.
Yeah, I'm sure maybe we can get them on. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
For 15 or 20 minutes just to let them tell their story. That'd be pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Yes, it would be. So if anybody listens,
I bet you they got a new gold dance whenever they hit that trip. If I'd have hit a treasure like that, man, I'd probably still be dancing.
Oh, me too. Oh yeah.
That'd be a definite.
Definite. And Scott, you're the closest one to it, dude. You should be investing in it and going to try.
No.
Right?
You're right there.
Nevada's in your backyard.
What we wouldn't give to be where you're at, where we have, I mean, it's not like you get up in the morning and go punch a time clock and go to work. Right. You have every day, all day, 24 hours a day to go to the treasure.
Your camper.
Oh, Dave, why don't you tell that to my backer?
You got your camper. Just go there even for a week or something and just look for it and, think about
come back, recoup, and go over it, and then go back for another week and look for it. And
yeah, I mean, we could help you with the clues.
Yeah. You split the treasure with us, we'll help you find it.
About next year, Scott. You know what I mean? You're right there.
Well, never know how hard that stuff is, guys.
I understand it's hard. It's a treasure. It's hidden. But giving you a map with clues. See? It's not a fake map. It's a real map.
Real map.
You got to figure out how to decipher it. So it's there. That's the best part about it. It's there. It's not like, I wonder if he really hit it. He really, it's there. It's not like the Forrest Finn stories. Did you really have one? No, it's there. Jeff did.
So did anybody see what was in the box that they found?
Not yet. No. Did you?
Nope.
No, not yet. But we will, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, I figured Jeff would have a video out of it somehow. But
he probably does. I bet he does. But he's got one from back when he posted it in the beginning. You'd have to go back to some of the videos, but I bet he does. For sure. But
for sure.
Think about, Scott. Just saying. Okay. Keep it in your back of your mind.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I hear you.
A lot of smart people around here.
It said, I hear you talking.
All right. Who's reading birthdays? Dennis got to sing. You reading them, Scott?
I can't look. Hang on. No, I can't look them up.
I'll do it. Give me 1 minute because I got to jump over here and then I got to pause the player. It's going to start playing.
Pause it.
Pause it. I think it's paused.
I hope it's paused.
All right, Dennis, take it away.
Take it away for Ogre.
Oh, is it? Just for
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Ogre. you. Happy birthday to you.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
All right. Birthdays today. First, we have Adam Schiffner. Then we have Brandon Long. Bryson King. Chad Stanford. Chowie Malama.
What?
Oh, that hurt. I had a mouthful of Pepsi went up my nose.
What? What was that name?
Chowie Malama.
Okay.
Gimp. Cougar Jim Varhala. Then we have Dave, Jeffrey Garvin, Jim Bowers, John the Highlander, Mark, and Matt Rowe Jr., Rick James,
James.
Terry Marshall, and Troy Noken. Birthdays tomorrow. Billy W. Bonney, Christopher Bull, Claim Jumper, and Clinton Hankins.
All right.
Yes.
Hey.
You guys
And
want
you got to highlight that first one. You tried to
chow
spit my Pepsi all over. Yeah, when I about spit my Pepsi all over the screen.
Chowie Malama. I bet you it's from. Oh, that's what I figured. Okay. What kind of prospecting do you do? Gold. Do you belong to any clubs? No. How did you find the site? Am employed in a copper and gold mine. Who referred you to the site? I applied. What kind of equipment do you use? None. There's your first sign, guys. All right. And let me see. Chowie has been here since March 2nd, 2013.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Long time.
wait, Chowie is from, see if, can you guess? Copper Belt, Zambia.
Zambia, huh?
Zambia.
So it works in a gold mine?
Copper gold mine.
Copper gold mine.
Copper/gold mine, it says.
So they hunt for both of them.
Mm-hmm. That is Chowie Malama. And let's see. Who do you want for the second one?
All roofers are.
Oh, wait.
We do our work and we go on our way.
Dang
There's no
player
difference, right?
started.
Of course there is.
Stop it. Okay. Now, because I'm on the main page, so the player automatically starts. Who do you want for tomorrow? Rick James?
Yeah, let's go with that. Rick James. Do that one.
James.
Yeah.
All right, where's Rick James? Rick James. Rick James. What type of prospecting do you do? Desert.
All right. All right.
To any clubs. The Hawachachu Prospectors Association. How did you find the site? Luck. What kind of equipment do you use? Pan and growing.
Huh?
What it says. I'm just reading what they write. And he has,
Maybe he's talking about right now he's using a pan, but in the future he's going to get better stuff. So
that's what he meant. He's growing. And he is from Sierra Vista, Arizona. And he has been a member since. Come on, let me see. He has been a member since February 27th, 2013.
that's a long time.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday,
Yeah,
everybody.
happy day, happy day.
Happy. Let me get back to the chat room there. I had to get out of the chat. There we are. Chowie Malama. I remember that name. Chowie.
For a while, anyway.
Right? Just saying. My camera blurred up. Focus. Okay. There we go. Better. You got to fool it, Scott.
Yeah, I'm sitting here dodging the sun.
Why are you dodging the sun?
It's going down. Sun's got to go down in the west, you know. That's what it does.
Just saying. No,
Just saying.
I am just saying. All right. So look what we could do. Dennis, you still gonna have some lost treasures tonight? Or no?
Some what?
Lost treasures?
Uh,
No. You
yeah,
don't
we can. I mean, it doesn't matter.
can if you want. And I can find if you let me know what state, I'll pull up the weird laws. But
Okay. I keep this cat off the stupid.
Have you guys ever did Indiana yet?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's been a long time ago.
yeah.
But
yeah.
you know what? Let's see, did we do?
How about New York?
I
Down
was thinking. I just had it on here. Have we done Tennessee?
Yeah, there's the only place I know of Tennessee's Coker Creek.
I think we did Tennessee because of Coker Creek. Yeah. There was one we was talking about last week doing. I can't remember what the heck it was.
Oh, that was. I got it marked. Maryland.
Is it Maryland?
Well,
Yep.
yeah.
Want to do Maryland? You got anything?
Let me see if we got some.
See if you got anything from Maryland.
Hang on, we're looking here.
Maryland.
Yes, we do have some lost treasures in Maryland. Not many, but we do have some lost treasures.
I was going to say they should be some up there.
Pirate waters.
Yes, we got, and I'll bring them up here too. I might have a couple of them on here.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll do lost treasures in Maryland.
All right. I kind of like it. So what we should do then, we can take a quick break and we'll come back with some lost treasures
From Maryland.
from Maryland. We'll be right back after this message.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit DirtHogPayDirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. DirtHogPayDirt.com. The best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, logs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. Tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. Goldprospectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at goldprospectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at goldprospectorspace.com. Goldprospectorspace.com.
All right, everybody, we're back. And I think Dennis is going to do some lost treasures in Maryland, you said, right?
Maryland.
Maryland. So I'm going to look up some, see if they got some weird laws while you do that. Okay.
Yeah. Well, let me check out the little bit of history.
All right.
Well, there's a lot of history in Maryland, I'll tell you that.
Oh, there is. Says, even though all gold was first reported in 1848 on Samuel Elcott's farm near Brookville, which is in Montgomery County, no production was ever recorded in the state. There are, however, numerous versions of a gold discovery in the Potomac area, most set in 1861. During the Civil War, when a Private McCleary, or Private McCary, that's what they called him, of the 71st Pennsylvania Regiment, or some say the 1st California Volunteers, was stationed outside of Washington, D.C. See, then it goes on about that. But it says in May 1901, the Maryland Journal reported, many persons will be surprised to know that within easy walking distance of the national capital, there are no less than half a dozen gold mines in actual operation. Prospecting is now a rather extensive industry along the banks of the Potomac from a point near Georgetown up the river, past Great Falls, a distance of perhaps 10 miles.
Okay.
Wow.
So
That's a little backstory.
all right, we're going to go on, start with the lost treasures. We'll do this right here. We've got some, as you can see, it says like Rattlesnake.
Right.
Rattlesnake Hill.
Yep. Located near Silver Run on the State Route 140. There is a lost silver mine in this area that dates back to the 1800s.
Okay.
And that's all it says on that. In Cantonsville, located outside of Baltimore, a French merchant named Jacques Champlain supposedly buried a large chest that held approximately $150,000 in gold coins. They were buried on his farm near Cantonsville.
Okay.
Metal detecting time. Old Mansion House, located in the northwest Baltimore. There are stories of a treasure of $65,000 in gold coins being buried on the Old Mansion House property.
Okay.
Can you imagine just finding that someday? Oh, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
In Druid Hill Park, located in Baltimore, for years people have been searching for a treasure here, supposedly buried by Captain Kidd the Pirate.
Told you, pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
In Lodge Cliff, located approximately 3 miles northwest of Cambridge, Jake Hull, the pirate, may have buried a treasure worth $200,000 on the south shore of the Choptank River near Lodge Cliff.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I had to look up and see Natty. Mm.
So what was buried around Lodge Cliff again?
3 miles northwest of Cambridge, Jake Hull, the pirate, may have buried a treasure worth $200,000 on the south shore of the Choptank River near Lodge Cliff.
I wonder if you could take, like, they're saying 200,000, 150,000, 250,000. I wonder if you could like times that times 6, and that's what it would be today. I wonder what would be the equivalents to that.
Oh,
Mm.
I don't know. I was going to say, why would it be times 6? Is there a reason?
130,000 back then was like, it'd be a multi-millionaire here now.
Right.
Agreed.
I mean, you used to go in with a nickel or a dime and buy half the store if you wanted to. So,
can you imagine taking a metal detector on those that had $200,000 in gold coins and stuff, and just be out somewhere with friends and family, just even if it's just an old bounty hunter or something, it just goes crazy and you dig it up and bam, you got that treasure, something like that.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy, all right.
So anyway, I've got more to go, but today's is sponsored by Pepsi.
The new generation.
Small bottle.
Scott, what are you drinking?
Do what?
Are you drinking Natty Light?
Oh, yeah.
Scott's time is sponsored by Natty Light.
All right. One here says an old friend's meeting house located about a mile east of Easton. During the Revolution, a supposed treasure of gold coins worth $50,000 was buried on or near this property.
See, 50,000 gold coins times 6. Got to be worth more than that, Scott, right?
Yeah, I bet you're right.
But in Maryland, it also says be careful when digging artifacts that are more than 100 years old when you're digging in Maryland.
Okay.
Because if it's over 100 years old and it's an artifact, and you talk about it and claim it, it's going bye-bye.
Right.
But we're going to move to Dorchester County, I guess is the name of that. Dorchester County.
Okay.
French and Dutch coins dated from 176 to 1783 can be found after storms on the northwest beaches of Bloodsworth Island and Chesapeake Bay. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
After a big storm, go walk the beaches with a detector and find something.
Heck, even if you found just a couple pieces, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if you found a coin that old, would that be considered an artifact?
No.
It wouldn't?
Not in my opinion.
Well, right. Not in my opinion either. But by law, it might be.
Well, I mean, if you find a whole chest full of coins, it could be an artifact. But if you just found one coin, it could have come way from out in the water and come up on the beach during a storm.
That's all we're going to find is one. So.
Yeah, you're not going to say, you can't say, well, oh my gosh, it's an artifact. Well, yeah, it's been floating, it's been around in the ocean for years.
If you find one, it's a trinket.
Yeah.
Right? It's a souvenir.
Yep.
Yeah, if you find one.
Right.
So you're good.
All right. Well, we're going to go to Frederick County. It says early 1800s, highwaymen used the area of Jefferson as a hideout. Speculation has it that much of their ill-gotten loot remains buried or secreted in the region.
Uh-huh.
So that's pretty cool. And here's one that's pretty recent. In Kent County, in 1979, when the old Seascape Lounge, Bingo Stand, Dance Hall, and Chesapeake Hotel were being demolished, Thousands of old coins and relics were found by beachcombers. Although sodded and smoothed over now, the site is still a productive location for coin shooters.
Hmm.
So,
Cool place to look.
yeah, it really is.
Well, if you hear stories, it'd be that'd be probably one of the first places you try.
Yeah.
You're always going to try the easy stuff first, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Why not?
Absolutely. I've got two more here. I've got one in Talbot County. It says Sir Henry Morgan, the pirate, is said to have owned land on the east shore of the Tread Avon River near Easton. It is believed that he buried some of his treasure in the vicinity.
Okay.
And there's also a ghost town there. It's in Avalon. It's 1 mile north Fairbank.
All right.
And the last one that we have is in Dorchester County. A stretch of shoreline below Ocean City has produced so much treasure that it has become known as Money Beach.
Ooh, I want to go there and look.
I was going to say, that sounds like a dead ringer for me. Money Beach, I like it already.
Sounds like a place to look.
Dorchester County, yep.
Money Beach, baby.
The shoreline below Ocean City. So if you live in Maryland and you know where that's at,
Check out
grab a detector and
hit the Money Beach.
Yeah, Money Beach. It's not hard to find.
Money Beach.
especially if it's known as Money Beach, say, hey, where's Money Beach? They probably point you in the right direction.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, looking at the laws, I swear we've done Maryland before, but those treasures are new. We probably did it. Maybe it could have been a night you wasn't here, Dennis, and Rich did.
Well, I had it highlighted, so it was, if it was done over 2 years ago.
Or it was done when, could have been when Rich was just here and you weren't here, you know, because these laws look the same.
I think we did something like that on Maryland.
Yeah, if I highlighted it, it's been done, but it's been a couple of years ago since I've done Maryland. So
when I read the laws, you guys will go, oh, that's right. I heard that one. So, all right. Weird Maryland laws. First off, Scott's favorite. It is illegal to mistreat oysters. It is illegal to play Randy Newman's Short People on the radio.
Oh, come
that
on.
one.
In 1978, legislation was introduced in the state of Maryland to make it illegal to play Short People on the radio. The bill did not pass, though, so they can play it still.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, come on.
The next one, maybe I shouldn't read.
Maybe you should.
You like me to read them?
Yeah.
Maybe I won't.
Oh, come on. It's a weird law. It's a weird law. You got to read it.
It's a weird law, and it is written down.
It is a weird law, he says.
It is pretty much.
I'll read it.
Oral sex cannot be given or received anywhere.
Oh my God.
That is a weird law.
You read that law.
Why did I read that, Dennis? Thistles may not grow in one's yard.
What?
I don't know. What's wrong with that?
I guess, would that be considered like weeds, though? I mean,
It's green.
that's like isn't that an old time HOA?
In Baltimore, it is illegal to throw bales of hay from a second-story window within the city limits.
What's it doing up in the second story?
No, in the city. In Baltimore, it is illegal to take a lion to the movies.
Well,
What?
That's what it said. I just
funny.
read them. I just read them. In Baltimore, it is a park rule violation to be in a public park with a sleeveless shirt. Think about it for a minute, Scott.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it don't. In Baltimore, no person who is a tramp or vagrant shall loiter in any park at any time. Okay.
Right.
In Baltimore, it is a violation of city code to sell chicks or ducklings to a minor within 1 week of the Easter holiday. You could sell them to them any other time. But
That's, man, what was that for? Because they always let them go. They never keep them, like, they just let them go.
yeah, they don't take care of them.
And I heard something about that a long time ago. Like during Easter, there was always like a lot of chicks there or ducks that was in the creeks because they let them go into creeks. And there's how many chicks you got out there running around?
Right. Free range chickens.
Free range chickens.
In Baltimore. Though you may spit on a city roadway, spitting on city sidewalks is prohibited.
I think that's everywhere.
I could see that. Yeah.
Could be.
You think that would be common knowledge,
Baltimore. You may not curse inside the city limits.
Well, if they stick with that fine, I bet you they hand out a lot of fines for that.
What if Scott went there?
Oh, he wouldn't have enough money. We had to bail him out.
In Cumberland, it is illegal to use profane language on the playgrounds. See more. They're all about that language down there, I'm telling you.
Well, I could see that because of kids.
Yeah, well, right. That's agreed. That makes sense. In Cumberland, knocking stones into a public park is prohibited.
Knocking stones.
Yeah, knocking stones.
What is that?
I guess you can't bump it and knock a stone into the public park. I don't know. Oops, I accidentally knocked that stone into the public park.
That just still does not make sense.
It don't make sense, does it?
No, not to me.
Why
Not to me
it's
anyway.
law?
That's what it says, knocking stones. In Rockville, persons may not swear while on the highway. See, more language.
I think that's part of the Bible Belt there, isn't it?
It might be. I don't know.
Well, I know one thing. Yeah, you're going to hear swearing on the highway. I don't care what state you're in.
And how are they going to know?
Right.
I do it all day. 2 hours a day. I'm swearing on the highway.
Huh.
I don't have that law here. In Rockville, it is illegal to remove a public building by writing on it.
What?
I don't know.
Remove a public building by writing on it?
It is
Well,
illegal
somebody must have a real big pencil if you're moving a building
by writing on it.
by writing on it.
By writing on it. See?
Hmm.
In Rockville, citizens may not swim in the public fountains within the city limits.
You shouldn't anyway.
Right. It's a public fountain. It's not a public pool.
Yeah.
In Rockville, it is illegal to curse in public, and this includes inside your car. So if you mouth off in a fit of rage while stuck in traffic and a motorist next to you complains, you could be fined up to $100 or receive jail time for up to 90 days.
Just because somebody else said something.
So if I'm sitting back there behind this moron and I'm cussing and he calls the law on me,
You got $100 fine or go to jail for 90 days.
get fined $100 because he aggravated me so bad, or I could go to jail for 90 days to cool off.
Isn't that crazy?
And that's the weird laws for Maryland. I'm glad I don't live there.
I'm just glad I don't live here because it's too dang cold.
But it's too cold for me too. They get too much snow. Too much snow.
Yeah. No way.
They probably got snow already.
Hey, they said today at the Kansas race on NASCAR, it was 40 degrees in Kansas.
What?
Yeah, today at the NASCAR race, it was 40 degrees
In NASCAR.
in Kansas.
Yep. NASCAR. 40 degrees. Kansas is a little cold too for me.
Yeah.
It was cold here, but not that cold.
But I had a question for Scott though.
Okay.
Well, and I didn't have a chance to really ask it from last segment you did on Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
If I was to come, or a couple of things, Scott, like if I decided I wanted to come to Arizona and I went to a public place or something, or if I'm a GPA member or whatever, and I go on one of their claims and I want to start looking for golds and I start, on the claim and I don't see any washes or anything like that, what would be like some of the things that you look for or some of the type?
I guess if you was out, like I said, if you was out in a place like that and there's no, no identifiable washes, no identifiable creeks or nothing like that, I would pretty much say kind of look for your high ground.
Uh-huh.
Because the high ground is always going to be number one. You're going to have more exposure or more erosion, so whatever's in the dirt will be laying relatively on top from the water washing off of it. Such as, I mean, if you could look at minerals and stuff, like, we all try to find black sand because that's a pretty good indicator that gold can be there, but it's not an indicator that gold is there. Out here, like I said, in the desert, when I find trumpet plants, we were talking about that earlier.
Now, what was that? Yeah, you were talking about that on one of your videos, and I was going to ask you that last week. You said something about a plant that grows when there's a lot of iron or something in the ground or something.
Yeah, like you're a lot of, if it's got a lot of metallics or black sands is a good thing too. Those trumpet plants have always been around out here.
What exactly is a trumpet plant? Is it?
Got a picture of one, Scott?
No, I don't. Hang on a second, I might be able to find one, but they're, like I said, they grow around here in the deserts, and they're not easy. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, they'll be easy to find. They're not that easy to find. But
is it like a bush that grows, or what exactly?
What'd you say again?
Is it like a bush or something that grows, or?
No, it's probably about a foot and a half. All the ones I've seen, it's about a foot and a half high.
Right.
And they go off in different directions.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can't find one here, but
find it. Trumpet plant.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And that grows in high iron areas?
Pretty much that's where I find it at anywhere.
There. Okay. Interesting.
Hang on a second here. I'm trying to.
Ain't there something that grows in
the ones they're giving me, they're these freaking gardening things, and I'm just like, that's not what I'm looking for.
Ain't there something else that grows in high iron areas?
Oh, there's
some other plant that you'd look for, the purple one or something.
Cute.
Right?
I can't really remember.
I can't remember.
I know where we got, I mean, like if you find certain trees in the water, you could say that. Okay, here it is. I found it.
All right.
This would be, let's see if I can't. Everything's pretty slow.
Uh-huh.
Save as. Okay, and I'll go here to picture somewhere. Picture. Save it. I gotta save everything so I can get the thing. I'm not going to show you the whole plant, but I'm going to show you what you're looking for.
That's what we're looking for.
So let me get here. I got to get to my background.
All right.
And add something there. Good Lord, it's like taking a trip around the world with this thing.
Pretty much.
I know, right? It's like, holy cow. There we go. And open.
I'm listening.
All right. Now see, I can move out of the way here. Okay. Those are the trumpet parts.
Right.
And like I said, the picture's too big. I really can't get it into frame, but those are what you're looking for, is those parts right there. And you see these off branches growing.
Right.
They'll go out and then two will go out again, and then two will go out again, but they're not clumped together tight. They're always got air in the middle of them. But you can see these are why they call it trumpets, because of the trumpet parts right here.
What's the flower look like on it, Scott? Any idea?
Now there's, like I said, there's Some's got flowers. If you just look up trumpet plant, you're not going to see it. If you type in desert trumpet plants and then go down below the flowers, you'll see the trumpet plants that I'm talking about. If you do that in your search bar,
And
they'll
that
go
tends to grow in a high iron area.
a high mineralized area.
Okay.
I mean, if you find
Is
them,
that it right there?
Wait, let me see. That looks like a tomato plant.
I can't. No, I don't think so. They don't. I've never seen them that darn big.
They don't get that tall.
No, the only ones I've seen is only like knee high.
Ow.
They got.
Now, I'm not
thorns
saying
on
they
them?
don't get bigger.
They got thorns on them or anything, or
No,
wow.
See. Okay, I kind of see one.
they just thrive in really mineralized areas.
Okay. Why Gold just posted a link in the Gold Prospector Space chat room with a picture of it on Pinterest.
Interest.
Pinterest. Very Pinteresting.
That's what I was going to say. It's interesting.
Ah, here it is, right here.
You find it then, or did you just go to the link?
Yeah, that's it right there. Exactly.
That looks like old weed. Looks like a thistle. It's a desert thistle, ain't it, Scott?
Well, that's what they look like right now because everything's dry as bone out here. That's what they look like right now.
Doesn't even look like it grows flowers. It's just look like a weed.
That looks like a weed, yeah.
Those
Desert.
that's what I use for one of my visuals though when I'm looking.
You got any of them on your claim?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Oh, see? Yeah, just saying.
I've tested around them and I found, like I said, they're found gold, but I haven't found enough gold.
Okay.
So,
All right.
and actually, here's a little bit better picture of it. Let me see if I can get it up here.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah, see, it's got little flowers on it.
bloom. All right. Interesting looking
But
plant.
they really, like I said, they really like a lot of mineralized area. Not only just here in Arizona, but you also like Nevada. That's another place that you'll use them at. In Nevada, you'll look for them as well because it's dry desert land.
Right.
But they just, for some reason, they really thrive in highly
And if
mineralized
you
areas.
catch a bunch of them like this,
Dan,
I guess when you see a bunch of them growing like this, it's probably
start.
start digging.
Scott will be doing a cartwheel.
Is
Yeah,
that where you dig pretty much right there at the flower, right? Where the flower's at?
yeah, you could. I mean, yeah, because their roots is going to be in the mineralized area. But you notice how that was in like one section. It's not wide, it's not long, but just like one section.
Right.
That could be a buildup pocket or a swirl area or something like that. That's just laid a bunch of minerals in there, and the wash never could take it any further than where it went.
Right.
So that could be, it could be a gold pocket.
Could be. Yes, it could be. So you dig them suckers right up. They're not protected, are they?
Not that I know of. It's just a weed,
Dang old Sororo cactuses of yours.
That's protected. Saguaros are really protected. You got one of them down, you might as well just, you just quit doing what you're doing. You're going to jail anyway.
Called a Sororo or Sororo?
Saguaro.
Saguaro?
Yes.
Saguaro. Okay. You leave the saguaros alone. Dig under the trumpet plants.
Exactly.
I just got. Thank you. Very interesting.
Like I said, there's if you get into some creek watches and stuff like that, or bench watches, there's also cat's claw. I think cat's claw grows pretty much a lot of places, but 9 times out of 10 where we find cat's claw, it's pretty much where we're digging gold at too. So I think that stuff grows in mineralized areas as well. And that stuff's pretty darn mean, but
You think that, or you know that?
it's everywhere I dig gold. There's always cat's claw around.
Right.
Any wash, any creek, anything like that, it's always got 1 or 2 of them darn cat's claws in there.
Yeah. Well, maybe they like that. Well, is it like we always said, black sands makes good fertilizer, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's no doubt.
That could be why. Possible, right?
Well, like I said, they really like it. They live off of it, and they really like it. But I mean, I said it's just signals like that it gives me. Of course, you know what? If you're out, look for something that somebody's. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't really do that. Most people they'll say go wherever go where other people's dug and found gold.
Right.
But 9 times out of 10, nobody's going to tell you where they found the gold. You just see somebody's been digging there, and you could be digging behind somebody that didn't know nothing. They were just digging to be digging it.
Are they talking about like old mines, though, Scott? When they say,
Yeah, like old placer claims and stuff like that. You got tailings, dig where the old people dig.
Gotcha.
I can understand, but if you went out to a place like what Dennis is talking about,
yeah,
if you see a hole, just don't go digging in it because you found a hole. Take a test pan out of it and see if there's any gold in it first.
Right.
There's nothing. I tell you what, there's nothing more frustrating than getting home after working all day and you think you got something, and all of a sudden there's a flake in your whole pan.
Oh yeah, been there.
It'll burn you up.
Been there.
That's a sign.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a sign.
Yes, Scott. Ah.
Like I said, you test and test and test, and then when you think you got it made, test again.
Then test some more.
Yep. You guys ain't something wrong with you.
I'll sing for you later after the show.
That's good to know, because that's like I said, I saw that on your video, and you guys, I think you said something about a trumpet plant or something, but then I didn't. You really, I mean, you kind of just talked about it briefly, but then I was like, Then I was going to ask you last week, and I forgot.
Well, that's kind of why me and him dug at that sandbank, because there was trumpet plants in it. So we know it was a good conglomerate of black sands. It's just the gold didn't show up, and which we didn't really dig that deep into it.
No, you
but I
didn't.
did. I did a 151 test on it and probably ran 20, 25 buckets. It didn't show me enough gold. So I actually went down the next day and went down to the bottom of the tier and went in right where the creek is. I found a little more gold there, but it wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough.
I mean, like I said, out of 2 pans, out of 2 buckets through a puffer, I found 21 to 25 flakes. Okay, that gets my interest because number one, it's a puffer. It's not, it's not as effective as air, vibration, and all that stuff, but it does work. Mm-hmm. But then also, again, it's 2 buckets for 25 colors. So if I classify the buckets down, I end up running them. Then it should be, you should see a good line in your pan at the end of the day.
Agreed.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, but doing stuff dry, it gets wet is like night and day. And man, oh man.
Yeah, it is.
It changes your whole outlook when you start doing dry washing for a couple of weeks. You're like, oh man, I don't.
Or if you start out wet and it gets dry. Is that a problem too?
What's that?
Is that a problem too? If starts out wet and gets dry.
That sucks.
It does.
Yes, it does. Because you're sitting there, woo, oh yeah, this is easy, sucking it up on and all of a sudden the water goes away. And you're like, I got to go freaking pick up a shovel again. Yep. You get rock shock in your elbows and your shoulders from jamming it into rocks all day.
Oh, I know.
That's why I said I learned a long time ago. I break stuff up, throw the big rocks out, classify it. That's why I'm not jamming shovels into rocks anymore.
No, gotta get them right.
I do use a big pick, just like the one you see behind my head. I got one just like that. It's a wore down one, but I still got it.
You got a pick?
Oh yeah.
You got a donkey?
His name is Ringo.
That's not a donkey. That's a dog.
Okay, I got a ranger. That's good enough for a donkey.
I think you should have a donkey, Scott.
You did get a new quad, didn't you, Scott? Or did you get the other one fixed?
No, I got a ranger.
Oh, you got a ranger. You didn't get a mule?
No.
Polaris?
Yeah, I did the what do they call it? The oh shoot.
Is it a Polaris Ranger?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah, those Polaris is good.
The thing is though, is I got it, the guy I got it from really took, he knew his stuff, so he really took great care of it. changed this, it's got new shocks on it. All the under stuff like the steering and stuff like that's all been, beefed up because he hunted elk with it. He's got LED lights on the front that'll blind you. Then he's got LED strips in the inside of the cab, and then he's got an LED light that sets on the back to shine out the
there's
back.
There's a lot of good quads out there, but I think Polaris have the best transmissions in their quads and in their mules and stuff. You can't tear one of them up.
Well, like I said, this one I like it a lot, man, because I can get everything down to my claim in one trip. And that's for me out here, because usually if you can't get it down in one trip, you're crawling back up the hill and coming back down a hill again. And man, I don't want to do that no more.
That's why you put it. I'm sure you got a little trailer for that thing, don't you?
No, it's got a truck bed on the back of it.
Right.
Is it a dump bed? Does it dump?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the nice one. So what'd you do? Trade your other one in and sell it, or you still got it?
I sold it to a guy that he come out here to look at a Pathfinder I had for sale, and he ended up wanting a 4-wheeler. I'm like, okay. So that's how we got it. Is I sold the 4-wheeler and my Pathfinder for $1,500.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
So
you bought the Ranger.
Yeah.
I still think you should have a dog.
And I'll tell you what, I like that 4-wheeler that I had. It was a big 750, and this thing's got a 750 in it too. But I'll tell you what, this right here compared to the 4-wheeler, I got it's got a self-built rack on the front of it and everything like that. I might have to make a video about that sometime.
Yeah, Polaris is good, really good. If I was out in the desert and I had a choice and I had the money to buy one, I would probably get the Polaris.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some sporty ones like that, but mine's more like a farm. It's more farm looking equipment or hunter friendly. It's, it's green, olive green. And it's more, I think it's more for hunting and farming than what it is, like these guys that's got the Polaris ones that out here and they're just going up and down the trails and flying through the road.
Just geared different, same motor, same tranny.
Yeah.
Much. I mean, they make good quads and good mules. And
but like I said, with that rack on the front of it that he had built, the guy that I bought it off of, he had it special made for him. And it looks awesome, by the way. But I could put 3 motors on that front rack, or I could put my whole wash pan on the front rack and I still have the whole bed to go.
But Manny,
I mean, it could really get loaded down. You wouldn't believe it, but you could really load it down.
Put Manny on the front rack.
Yeah, I'll put him on the front rack. All right.
Like they were saying, Scott, in the chat room, it is Halloween, so you could put him out on the porch and nobody think.
Yeah.
Nobody would think twice. It'd be like, free Manny. We want Manny.
Guys.
We want Manny. Free Manny, Scott. Just saying. Dang it.
I'll think about it for my next video we're going to shoot this week.
Please do. You're killing us, Smalls.
I'm going to have to. I'm going to go back through. Like I said, I'm going to do a video on the layers that I'm seeing, because a lot of people would look at this and see the rocks in it, but they wouldn't think that the creek was actually that high.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably would have never tried it or tested it. And I'm going to make a video on pretty much like what I see and what what I'm looking for, because it really is unbelievable how high that the actual creek rock is in this bank. And I mean, remember the wall that I showed in my one video about my claim? It's 5 times bigger as that. So it's one heck of a danger area for number one. But that's, I know what I'm doing, so I know how much to dig out before I got to get out of the way. But
right.
But it's a danger area.
You got to be careful. Give them safety tips.
Yeah, buddy.
Right, Scott?
Yeah, buddy.
Scott, meow.
Look, kitty, meow, kitty.
You keep wanting to crawl on my laptop.
Wanting to be on the show.
Yeah.
But
what's that cat's name?
Luna.
Luna?
Luna.
Like tuna, but Luna.
Yeah, Luna kitty.
Luna. Meow, meow. Luna. She's watching. What are you doing, Luna?
My dog's out here trying to tear everybody up.
It's like, what the heck are you guys doing?
Nah, he's out here biting on people's shoes and everything.
My dog's in there chilling. Going with his mama.
Well, I'm thinking somebody probably fed him.
Oh, somebody.
Not yet, she says. Not yet.
Not yet. Scott,
No,
Scott, I'm gonna let you do a little promo. What's that picture up behind you? It's your
that's H&B Mining out of Grass Valley, California. That's one of my sponsors on my videos and stuff like that. I got actually got H&B Mining, and then I got Can't Stop Smoking. They both have helped me out in the last 2 years, so that's pretty much my sponsors for my videos and stuff like that. So
all right, cool. I figured I'd let you just shout that out there because
I mean, heck, like I said, if you guys do any kind of wet work, these guys at H&B, man, they can build some solid pieces of equipment. They are rugged. So look them up and check them out because I'm really impressed with mine. I wish it was wet right now so we could get into it, but
That's where I got my nozzle, I think.
same one, same place.
Yeah, I won't go to anything else.
But if you get on their website, you see what's actually how their hive makers and stuff are built. Their grizzlies are built. The wash plant itself, how it's built. They're freaking like tanks, man.
I actually got 3 nozzles. I got the 2-inch, a 3-inch, and a 4-inch. I got it from them.
So why does it got to be wet before you get into it?
Because it's a dry land nozzle.
Oh,
Got to have water. With water, you get wet.
okay.
It ain't like a mister. Mister, you get moist. With water, you get wet. That's just how it rolls.
Yeah, I've had mine for over 2 years, and I'm still running it.
Mine still looks new.
Mine doesn't. I don't have one.
They make a dry land nozzle, but like I said, the way it's welded, all the components and stuff, man, they're built. They're built.
Uh-huh.
And I like them.
Even if I wasn't up on the bank, starting out on the bank in dry land, even if I was in the water, I'd still use that nozzle.
Oh yeah, we use it underwater.
Yeah, underwater, anything. That's the nozzle.
Well, it's like having a blaster on the end of your nozzle. So if you see a crack, just pop that thing open, blow it out, and turn it off. And
so clarify for me, it doesn't have to be wet to get into it with that.
Yes, it has to be very wet.
It has to be very wet to get into it with a dry land nozzle.
Right. You got to have water.
Well, why wouldn't you call it a wet land nozzle?
Because you're not on wet land. You're on dry land when you're using it.
It's got to be on wet to get into it, you said.
Look it up there, buddy, how it works. I can't explain it.
I don't look it up. I want you to explain.
Well, if it's got water, it's wet.
That's why we're here. I asked the question. You explain it to me.
You know how dredge works. You got to have water to pump back up. So,
and I don't. I pretend I don't know how dredge works. Supposing I'm a newbie, Scott. I just tuning in tonight for the first time, and I want to know, how does this dredge thing work? It looks like a vacuum.
All right. So this is how it works. The dry land dredge nozzle. The dredge nozzle it's got a venturi force on the end of it that makes all the particles and stuff you want to go back up in there. But he puts an extra nozzle on the end of it that has a spray valve. So when you turn it on, instead of it going through the nozzle, it actually comes out the spray valve.
Like the nozzle?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like having a hose attachment on top of the nozzle. Yeah.
Exactly. But you're getting the pressure coming from the full engine, not just out of a 2-inch hose.
Blasting where the nozzle is.
Right. So if you have a crack and you got, sediments in a crack and you can't get it out because the nozzle, it's too, like, if you got a crack that deep, the nozzle just won't suck it out. You crack that thing open and it'll shoot in there. Or
you can actually be up on the bank and turn the nozzle on.
You can actually turn that on.
And make
you could actually turn that on. You could fill a hole. Yeah. And then you could just suck whatever the water is, you suck it back out and you do it again.
Oh.
Or you can turn the valve on like I do when I'm up on the bank.
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn the nozzle on just enough where there's just enough water where it doesn't get too full and it doesn't get all the way empty, and I can constantly use it, like I'm dredging.
Right.
Gotcha.
That's pretty much, and their dry land nozzles are, like I said, they're really strong and they're built nice, and that's why I kind of went with them, and then I asked them, the couple favors, and they did. I'm like, well, if you're going to do that, I want you to be a sponsor of mine for helping me out. I'll repay you by giving you some, look-sees and people coming up. And they've been, like I said, they've been my sponsor from at least, I think we started doing this about 3 years ago, but they were just kind of a mentioned thing. But now I got their, their logo and stuff like that. So now I put them on all my videos and everything like that, along with Can't Stop Smoking Barbecue. That's where I get all my buckets from is the barbecue. That saves me a lot of money too.
Yeah, buckets are amazing.
Well, heck, I think Home Depot charges like what, $3 a pop for the things now.
I thought it was 5.
That's ridiculous.
I get mine from work when I empty a 5-gallon tank.
But I mean, there's places out there, if you guys think about it, there's restaurants out there that say any kind of barbecue uses a lot of sauce. They're probably going to get it in buckets. Any kind of place gets a lot of grease. Those are the places you want to kind of hit up for those buckets.
Oh, yeah. Or any painting companies go through them 5-gallon.
Oh, yeah.
Drywallers. Yeah.
That's even better ones. You got the drywalls. The reason why I like these buckets I get from them is because they're plastic handled.
Right.
So they don't bust out, and then the handles don't crack off. They're all one loop piece of plastic.
One piece plastic.
If you go to like fire, you guys heard of Firehouse Sub?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They've got they're in a red bucket, and they come in 5-gallon buckets for their pickles.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really a good bucket. And
you know what? We got 3 buckets down there. We got 3 buckets down there on the claim. It's a pickle bucket from the barbecue, and they just smell bad all the time.
They're like pickles.
Dennis, how much are they a piece?
A buck a piece. You can buy them from the Firehouse Sub when they get done for a buck a piece.
That's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But they smell like pickles.
They smell like pickles
for a little while, but I mean, even when you clean them out, it still smells like pickles. But
that's all right.
Fine.
That's fine, right? I don't think the pickles got any oil in them that would mess up your dirt, does it?
You're gonna have some dill pay dirt.
Dill pay dirt.
Some dill pay dirt.
Interesting. My dirt smells like dill pickles.
Yeah, right. Somebody pops up with a bag. Woo.
I think it's awesome.
Like I said, if anybody goes out there that likes really strong dredges, really strong high baker dredges, man, look them up. H&B Mining Supply, and then just take a look at their pictures and see how they're built.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And don't forget Tuesday night hangouts with Ed, Jess, Dano, and Treasure Vixens every Tuesday night at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time over there on their YouTube channel.
I tried to catch them this Tuesday, but it come in like when I got my verification on my phone, they were already over.
This week, their guest is Alan Robertson. So be sure.
Alan Robertson.
You're tune in for that. 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget.
Does it say what Alan Robinson does?
No, just gave me a name, Alan Robertson. So check him out. If you're listening, be sure to stop by, say hi. You know what? Easy peasy to Ed, Jess, and the Dano and the Treasure Vixens hanging out on Tuesday nights. In their hangout. Right?
Yep.
Right.
That's right. So very cool. Dang. So I guess on that note, we'll go ahead and call it a night. I reckon Sunday, 9:00. I agree 100%. Free Manny. I'm going
to give Manny a shotgun load for you guys on film.
You need to put his butt next to you.
I'm going to go run. When he doesn't run, he's going to get it.
That's not fair. Let him sit next to you and enjoy the show. You know, I enjoyed that show when he was sitting there next to you.
Well, like I said, that's when I'm inside, and it's really nice out here this evening, so I don't have to go inside.
I know, I understand, but Manny's a part of the Swiftwater team here.
Yes,
I'd like to see him. I mean, you got to make everybody happy. Everybody wants to see Manny.
I'll hear you. Like I said, I'll try to get him in this next video.
All right, well, we appreciate it for sure because we want to see him. Got to see Manny. Got to. Big deal around here.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
All right. So we want to thank everybody for joining us. And don't forget to join us Wednesday night at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time for our West Coast Wednesdays. So, well then, have a great week, everybody. We're out of here.
Good night, gold diggers.
Good night, everybody.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.
You beat me that time, Scott.